Hey there, welcome to my YouTube channel, and I go by the name T Mix Production, and I'll be tutoring on series of episodes teaching you how to use FL Studio in 2025. I'll be teaching you how to use FL Studio from scratch to a professional level. If you are a new producer, if you are just starting how to make music by yourself, or if you are a music artist and you want to start making your music by yourself, making your instrumentals, recording yourself and mixing it, I'm going to teach you how to use FL Studio from scratch on how to do all of that. Trust me, this is the right channel for you if you're just starting up. And I'll just advise you to click the subscribe button now, like this video, and keep watching. So let's dive into FL Studio as I begin this episode 1. In this episode, I'll be showing you how to navigate your FL Studio, be telling you all about FL Studio, all the tools you need to know to start making your own beat. Okay, let's dive into FL Studio. Alright, we are here in FL Studio, and the first thing I'll be showing you is the menu bars, and the tools. So the menu bars, we have the file, we have the edit, we have the hard, we have the pattern, we have the view, option, tools, and help. So everything here. So let me explain the files. In your files, this is where you identify if you want to start a new project, if you want to save a project. So if you want to start a new project, you can just come to new and you can save this. I'll say no, I don't want to save it. So a new project has appeared on my screen. So you can now say this is tempo of the kind of beat I want to create. You set up your tempo and you start making your stuff. So in your file as well, this is where you import audios, this is where you save, and you can see the previous work I've done. Can you see them? These are the previous job I've done. You can see a lot of stuff I've done here. So this is where you export. You can export in WAV, MP3, OGG file, FLAC file, MIDI file, and so on and so forth. You can export the whole project as a zip. You'll find it here, and that is one thing that makes FL Studio so sweet. So in the edit, probably you are editing, you can undo and redo. This is where you add. What do you want to add? Do you want to add a new VST plugin? So if you want to add, you can come here, you can come to manage plugin, and you add the folder where you have your plugins, and you refresh, everything will come up. So after this is manage plugin, let's say you have a new folder, you can add the folder here. I have all my folder loaded up here. So I just need, if I install a new plugin now, all I just need to do is just find install plugins, or I refresh. If I want to refresh, I just come to add, then I'll refresh plugin. So if I refresh, all my new plugins that I just installed will pop up and I'll start using them. But for now, I don't have new installed plugin and I'm good to go. So in the pattern, so the way FL Studio work in patterns. Like when you record, especially your sound, your MIDI, your VST, they record into patterns. Everything you record in FL Studio, record in pattern, except audio recording. Audio recording only record into your playlist. Audio recording records into your playlist, but for other recording, your MIDI, your pianos, your string, your drum, all of these record into your patterns if you are recording. Unless if you have a sample that you are using, you can always drop the sample into your playlist and arrange to form your beat, to make your beat. But anything you are recording, it will record into pattern. So if I record something now, it will drop into pattern 1. Can you see something here? Look beside the playlist arrangements, you can see pattern 1. You can see if I change this pattern from here, change it to pattern 2. So anything you record, you can have different patterns, pattern 1 to pattern 20, depending on different melodies you have played and you want to join together, merge together to form your beat. So everything you record in FL Studio, record in patterns, except if you are using samples or you are recording audio, and that is if you are recording a live guitar, a live bass, or your vocals, they record into your playlist. I hope you understand. So if you want to do anything with your pattern, probably have different stuff in your pattern, you can split them, you can do a lot of things, you can color your pattern, you can do anything. So this pattern, I can decide to color it. Can you see it? And if I drop it to my playlist, you see it, So we are still going to understand how everything works, how you use your pattern, how to arrange after recording to your pattern, how to arrange it to your playlist. Everything we are still coming there. I just need your patience. So we have the view. So in the view, it is just what you want to see. Do you want to see your piano roll? If you mark it, it will show up. You can off your piano roll. If you always want to see your piano roll, you can always come here and your piano roll will pop up from here. So anything you want to see from here, you can always do it. Just a menu function. And the most important function when it comes to these menu tools, it is the option. So in the option, this is where you have your MIDI setup. You have your audio setup, your general setup, your file setup, your themes, your project setup, the info of the project you are doing, and so on and so forth. So if you have a MIDI, talking about your MIDI keyboard that you want to use to be playing your sound, this is where you set it up. You have different type of MIDI. There are some MIDI that you can connect directly to your sound card, and once you connect your sound card to your computer, it automatically detects your MIDI. And there are some MIDI that they are just direct. You can connect your MIDI keyboard directly to your computer, and when your computer identify it, all you just need to do is just to enable the MIDI. Once you enable your MIDI, you are good to go. You can play from your MIDI. My MIDI is enabled now. If I press my MIDI keyboard, you'll hear some sound. So I'm pressing my MIDI keyboard now and the clap is coming up. So that is how it works. And also on the option, this is the audio. So after getting your keyboard, you need the sound card to also work with for a better sound, for a better recording. In case you want to record your microphone, you don't want to latency in your sound. This is where you set up your audio sound card. For this recording, I'm using my primary sound card with my computer from FL Studio. I'm using my primary sound card, but if I want to do a proper recording now, I always like to change to my Behringer UMC sound card. I also have the Focusrite sound card I can use. So I have different sound card I use, but for now I'm just using my UMC. So I can always switch to my UMC if I want to record vocals, guitars, and so on and so forth. So you can switch to that, and in my next video, I'll be explaining how to set up your audio sound card properly well, so that you can hear a good latency when you are recording. There will not be delay, there will not be feedback when you are recording. So I'll explain how your audio work. I'm just showing you the interface of FL Studio in this tutorial. So also in the general, this is where we just have the language and so on and so forth. There is nothing much really going on here, but it's always advised that you don't touch the default setting that comes with FL Studio. It is always advisable that you don't touch it at all. So from the file now, this is actually where you can set up your auto saving. You want to add some folder to your FL Studio. Probably you want to save, you have some drum packs and you want those drum packs to appear in your browser. So you come to your file, like for me now, I have my drum loops here, different drum packs inside of this place. If I want this drum loop to show here, all I just need to do, you just come to file, pick any empty folder. This is an empty folder. Then I'll go to my desktop where I have the drum loops and pick this folder and select, and the folder will automatically appear in my browser. Although I have that done already, so you can see it here. The drum loop folder is already marked here. It's already selected here. So if I come to my browser, you see my drum loops and everything I have in my drum loops, more than 80 gig worth of samples. So I have it here. So that is what the file does. You can also set your auto saving. So for me, my auto saving is regularly every 5 minutes. It auto save every project I do, so that I will not have loss of anything I'm doing in case there's a crash. So you can set up your themes as well. You can come to the themes, you can choose any theme, any theme you want. If you want to change your interface, I already have my own theme that I'm using, and this is the Neptunian. That is what I'm using now. You can change it. If you change to solar, can you see? So, and this theme is majorly from FL Studio 21 upward. FL Studio 20 upward. If you have FL Studio 20.8 upward, you have this function of theme. But let me go back to my own favorite theme. So project info, yeah, this is very, very important. There's a need to know about this very, very well. Most of the time, there's some kind of production that we need you to set your time signature, and if your time signature is not properly set, you might have issue with producing that kind of genre, especially if you are working with something like area beat or this Igbo beats. If you are working something on 4/3 kind of beats, you need to set your tempo. You need to set your time signature rather. So I'll be showing you how to do that for different kind of genre. But most of the genre we have, the popular genres that we have, most of them are always 4/4 time signature beats. They're always 4/4 time signature beats. So you don't need to worry much unless you are doing a different kind of production, and I'll be showing you those kind of production that need you to change the time signature before you start making them. So all of this information, most producers will not tell you. They will not tell you. So that is why I'm telling you to stay glued to this channel, because you are going to be learning a lot of secrets that will make your production to be dope, even as you are starting as a beginner. Also, info, you can input anything about the project you are doing. You can write a comment about the project you are doing. So we don't really need to know about this. If you want to know about FL Studio, you can come to the about, you read about FL Studio, and so on and so forth.